Well, hello! Welcome to Au-Lotl Axolotls. Today I am making a coffee themed axolotl, a cafe Au-Lotl, if you will. I start off with Let's Resin's Crystal Clear Epoxy. To that I will be adding some brown alcohol ink, and I am using the color Coffee from the Let's Resin set of alcohol inks I have, and I'll be adding some Marabou glitter alcohol ink to that as well. I do want to make this noticeably brown but fairly translucent because I do want to be able to see through this first clear layer, which is going to be the back of the axolotl. It looks much more brown in the cup than it will spread out in the mold, since it's a very small area and it's much deeper in the cup than it will be in the axolotl itself. So I want to make it a little more brown than I think I need. I love this glitter alcohol ink. It's so pretty. This is going to be a multi-layer project, so here I'm just pouring the first layer. That one is for Tim the Bass Resonator. He coined the term mud flaps for the adorable little gills that are on axolotls, and I think that's so funny. So that one's for you, Tim. I use my heat gun to pop any bubbles that might be there, and I do actually notice that one of the little mud flaps has a bubble at the very end, so I take this micro brush and kind of gently push it into that one little gill to make sure I dislodge that bubble so it can come to the surface and pop. Okay, so this has been sitting for about 20 minutes, and this is the clay confetti I'm going to be using. It's a coffee mix. I just got this from Temu. I don't know that they still have it. I'll try to find it, but it has these little plastic coffee beans, and then it has just the regular clay slice confetti bits in, the browns and some white that you would see related to coffee. I managed to get this confetti mix everywhere, including in the bottom of the curing machine. I'm using tweezers to place some of this in the areas where I can't really get my fingers without sort of dipping them in the resin. And there's the first thing I drop in there. I tried to fish it out, but I gave up eventually. Here I am, popping bubbles. This will spend a couple of hours in the curing machine and it will be ready to go. So there's all the stuff that fell into it. I do manage to take it out and put it back into the little bag that I have that confetti into, but now it's time for our next layer. So that is an old cup I'm reusing and the resin has cured. I have, again, the Let's Resin Crystal Clear Epoxy, and this layer is going to be brown and it's going to have some glitter in it. I'm also going to swirl some white dyed pigment around to represent a cafe au lait. The glitter I end up using is called Coffee Beans, and this is from PNW Glitter. How pretty is that color? It's just screaming fall, but it is called Coffee Beans, so I thought it was appropriate here. And of course, I'm putting in several generous scoops because, hello, glitter is life. You can't have too much glitter. Trust me, truly, you can't. I use just white acrylic paint to tint this, and in hindsight, I should have used dye. I don't think the acrylic paint was strong enough to really hold up in the resin. And yes, I stirred the crap out of that. Look how pretty that is. Look at it. Look. So sparkly. Okay, and this is where I'm drizzling the white pigment. First of all, there was much less of a drizzle and much more of a blobbing, but that's okay. I do intend to take that micro brush and sort of swirl it around. I wanted the swirls to hold their shape much better than they actually did, and I think it's because I didn't use resin dye, I used acrylic paint, and it just wasn't concentrated enough. Sorry, my hand's in the way. I am swirling though. I think I want to try this method again in another mold and use the white pigment paste this time. This was in the curing machine for about an hour and a half. It is set enough to pour my next layer, which is going to be a dark brown. I am using brown resin dye along with black acrylic paint. I was hoping this would turn out a little bit more opaque and a little darker than it did, but I still think it worked just fine. I decided I wanted the feet a little bit darker than what I just poured, so I mix in some black pigment paste with the remaining resin, and I kind of put some dollops in the feet and sort of swirl those around. I don't know that it stayed. Time will tell. I haven't unmolded it yet, so we'll see. This is the black pigment I used. This pigment paste came in a set with white as well, and I got this on Amazon probably 6 or 7 years ago. It's been a while. It wasn't quite full, so I do end up adding the remainder of that black resin just to the middle of the axolotl. I don't think it would do anything. I guess time will tell. I haven't taken it out of the mold yet, so we'll see. But I needed to fill it up, and I thought that would be fine. This will cure for 2 hours, and it will be time to see it. Hey, wait a minute. Those aren't my hands. You're right. Those are Mr. Kitschy's hands. This axolotl mold is such a pain in the ass. I decided to have him take it out of the mold for me. It looks like he struggled a bit too, but not nearly as much as I would, especially because I have long nails right now. Oh, he is so cute. Look at that. You can see all of the coffee sprinkles, and it is noticeably brown, but it's translucent. Axolotl kiss. I think it turned out great. I love the sparkle of that PNW glitter and the subtle sparkle you get from the Marabou alcohol ink. And you can kind of see the milk swirls on his legs. You can't see it much anywhere else, but I do like the way it looks there. And here he is for his glamour shots. I thought about doing something extra to him, and I may in the future put a few extra coffee beans, something like that, but for now, I think he looks great. I do wish those coffee beans were a little more noticeable. Cafe Au-Lotl, guardian of the coffee. I need to find a good place to put him over there by the coffee maker. I hope you liked my axolotl. Don't forget to watch all the other videos in the playlist, which is linked in my description. I hope you have an amazing rest of your weekend. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, my kitschy cats and kittens, and I'll see you soon.